Amaka screamed into the storm. "Stop! You can't take my baby." Her voice shook the waves. The sea serpent roared, its teeth like spears, but the conch in her hands glowed brighter, singing a song that made the ocean pause. She was just a village girl, small, scared, but her heart burned. Her baby, her little Neka, was no ordinary child. She was half mermaid, half human, and the sea wanted her back. Amaka's tears mixed with the rain. "I'll fight for her, even if it means facing you." The serpent hissed, but the conch song grew louder, and the storm, it listened. This is the story of how a village girl, Amaka, became the mother of a mermaid's child. How her love, her sacrifice, and her courage challenged the sea's oldest rules. It started with a song, a melody that floated from the waves during the Festival of Stars. But what Amaka didn't know was that the masked drummer who stole her heart wasn't just a boy. He was a prince of the sea, and their love would spark a prophecy the ocean hid for ages. Before we dive into this tale, tell us in the comments where you're watching from. And if you love stories of mermaids, magic, and brave hearts, like this video, share it, and subscribe. In the village of Okazi, music was everything. It was magic, it was memory, it was life. Drums talked, flutes sang, and the air danced with celebration. Every year, during the Festival of Stars, Okazi lit up with torches, beads, and masks. Amaka, a young girl who worked in the chief's compound, loved this time most. She was small, with skin like roasted yam and eyes like kola nuts. Her heart was full of dreams. "I want to be a storyteller," she whispered, sitting by the river after chores. She'd draw fish and stars in the mud, dreaming of tales under the iroko tree. Amaka had no mama or papa, just stories. She was found as a baby, floating in a basket on the river. Some said she was a gift from the gods. Others said she was trouble, but Mama Ngozi, the old cook who raised her, believed she was special. "You're meant for big things, my child," Mama Ngozi said, stirring egusi soup. "Even if the river brought you, the river knows its own." This year's Festival of Stars was rare. It came once every 100 years, when the moon was fat and the sea whispered secrets. The drummers beat like thunder, and dancers spun like wind. Amaka's heart jumped, not just from the music, but from the night's magic. Then she saw him. A tall boy, maybe a man, stood in the dancing circle. His skin shone like wet pebbles, and his mask was blue with shells. His drum was strange, round, smooth, with coral beads that jingled. Its rhythm made the air tingle, and the firelight danced in new colors. Amaka couldn't stop staring. The drum sang to her soul like the river calling her name. When she danced, his drum matched her steps, like they were one. The crowd cheered, thinking it was a game, but the rhythm was alive. After the festival, when the fires died, Amaka walked by the river, her feet bare, the earth warm. "You danced like a star," a voice said. She turned. The boy with the blue mask stood by a coconut tree. Without his mask, his eyes were deep, like the sea, with silver flecks like fish. His hair was long, tied with a shell bead. "Who are you?" Amaka asked. "I'm Cheek," he said softly, "a wanderer who loves music. Your drum, it's not like ours. And your eyes, they shine." Chike smiled, but it was sad. "I can't tell you everything, but I came to see how people live, just for a while." He looked at the river, far away. Amaka laughed, thinking it was a joke. "You talk like a story." "Maybe I am one," Chike said. They sat by the water, talking about stars, dreams, and waves. He told her of fish that glow like lanterns and crabs that sing. She shared her dream to tell stories that make hearts soar. Before the moon hid, they kissed. It was soft, warm, like a secret. That night, the waves danced, and a silver fish jumped from the water. The next morning, Chike was gone. Amaka searched Okazi, asked drummers, children, even the fishermen. No one saw him. All he left was a conch shell, small and white, with silver charms. When she blew it, it sang in a strange tongue, making her heart ache and smile. She kept it close, always. 2 moons later, weird things happened. Amaka's belly swelled. The village midwives whispered. Some called her cursed. Others blamed river spirits. One night, under the moon, she saw it. Her belly glowed. A soft, coral pink light pulsed like a heartbeat, like a star waiting to shine. Amaka gasped. What's happening to me? Deep in the sea, in a palace of coral and pearls, Prince Chaik faced Queen Mother Adais. Her throne was shells and bones, her voice like a storm. You went to the surface, she roared, shaking pearls from the ceiling. Chaik knelt. Forgive me, Mother. I fell in love, and she carries our child. The Queen Sip's eyes turned dark. Then the child must die. Amaka sat in her small hut, the conch tight in her hands. Her belly glowed again, brighter now. What's this? She whispered, scared. Curse or magic? The door creaked. Mama Ngozi stepped in, her beads clicking. Amaka, she said, voice low, come with me. She led her to a quiet spot by the yam garden, under a mango tree. Sit, Mama Ngozi said. I've seen this before, she said. A girl like you, belly full of light. She vanished before her baby came. Some say the river took her. Others say she became a spirit. Amaka's eyes widened. What happened to her? No one knows, Mama Nozu said. But you, Amaka, you're not cursed. You're chosen. Chosen by who? The sea, Mama Nozu said. Silence fell. The wind rustled, and a lizard scurried. Amaka stared at her belly. This baby, it's not human? Mama Nozushi nodded. Maybe half, maybe more. Tears filled Amaka's eyes. What do I do? The village is talking. They think I'm bad. Mama Nusi held her hand. Let them talk. Protect that baby. The sea doesn't give gifts lightly. But someone heard. Nekechi, a loud servant, stepped from the shadows. Your belly shines, she shouted. You're carrying a water spirit's child. By morning, everyone knew. Villagers pointed. Some prayed, others threw palm oil on her path. Chief Okoye's advisor, Masi Eze, called her. Amaka knelt, shaking. What have you done? Masi Eze asked, his staff pointing. Did you call spirits? Did you curse our land? I don't know, Amaka said. I just loved him. He was kind. Masi Eze's eyes narrowed. You're a danger. Leave Okazi. Your child will bring trouble. Tears fell as guards pushed her to the riverbank. Mama Ngozi tried to stop them, but they silenced her. Amaka was alone again, with only her conch and a small cloth bundle. Amaka sat by the river, the moon bright. I have no home, she cried. No answers. Her belly glowed, pulsing like a star. She touched it. Are you dreaming, little one? Are you alone too? The conch twitched in her hand. She blew it. A note rang, clear like water on stone. From the river, a shape moved. Amaka froze. A glow bubbled under the water. A voice whispered, "Follow the river, child of coral light." Who's there? Amaka called. No one answered. The conch hummed. Her heart raced. The moon grew brighter, the river wider. She tied her bundle, tucked the conch, and stepped into the water. It was warm, like a hug. She didn't know where it led, but she had to protect her baby. 3 days later, Amaka still followed the river. Her legs ached, her feet muddy. She ate wild pawpaw and drank river water. Her belly glowed at night, and the conch sang under the moon. She didn't complain. Her heart was changing. She wasn't just a servant anymore. She was a mother, a fighter. One evening, in tall grass, she heard laughter. Not human. High and giggly. She ducked. The grass shook. 3 tiny creatures, small as goats, appeared. Green skin, long ears, eyes like raindrops. They wore lily pad cloaks and danced around glowing stones. River spirits, Amaka whispered. Asterisk Ibeji. Asterisk, children. The stories called them. They saw her. She froze. You smell like sea. One giggled. You carry a light, said another. A baby light. The third laughed, spinning. I'm just passing, Amaka said, stepping back. No, the first spirit said. You're called. The second pointed to the conch. That shell's a map, a key, a song to the sea's gate. Amaka held it tighter. It was a gift. Then you're chosen, the third said, twirling. They danced around her singing, tide and sand, drum and flame. You walk the path, you bear the name. What was lost now wakes again. Love unborn will end the pain. What's that mean? Amaka asked. The spirits stopped. The sea queen waits, one said. Not with smiles, another added. If you want to save your child, go to her. Plead, fight, sing. The third poked the conch. Play it by the singing rock under moonlight. The river will open. Where's the singing rock? They pointed east. 2 days through the whispering trees. Amaka nodded. Thank you. Before she could ask more, they jumped into the grass and vanished. That night, Amaka slept under a baobab tree, her body tired. She held the conch, her belly glowing. A dream came. She stood in an underwater palace, coral pillars tall, walls shining like pearls. A queen, tall and scary, sat on a shell throne. Queen Mother a days, you dare bring a forbidden child to my sea? The queen shouted. Amaka shook. I just love him. Love is not enough, a days roared. Love broke my heart. Love must pay. She raised her trident, and the ocean screamed. Amaka woke, gasping. She held the conch, heart pounding. I have to reach the singing rock, she said. I have to save my child. Amaka entered the whispering trees at dawn. Mist curled like snakes, trees tall and silent. The air felt alive, watching her. I'm not afraid, she whispered, clutching the conch. The trees answered. Then why are you here? Who's there? She called. The voices laughed. Amaka, of mud huts and story dreams. Amaka, of moonlight and coral light. I'm just a girl, she said, protecting my child. The trees creaked. Pass, if you remember. Remember what? But the voices were gone. The path vanished. Trees looked the same. She walked hours, seeing shadows of her past. Her as a child, scrubbing, dreaming. Her mama, singing by a fire, crying. Are these dreams? She asked. No, a voice said. Chike appeared, his skin shimmering blue. Amaka, he smiled. You remember? She reached for him, but he turned to mist. Why did you leave? She cried. The conch sang, guiding her through the illusions. She saw the festival, her dance with Chike. The moment she knew her baby was coming. Dark voices whispered, You don't belong. Give up the baby. Amaka held her belly. No. She blew the conch, its sound scattering the whispers. The forest parted, revealing the singing rock, black, glowing with blue veins. Amaka sat before the singing rock, the conch in her lap. Show me the way, she whispered. She blew a soft note. The rock hummed, its mouth opening. A glowing path formed, leading into the river. A voice said, Amaka of tide and sand, your journey begins. Enter, but know, your love may cost everything. Amaka touched her belly, scared but brave. For you, little one, she said, stepping into the path. The path was glass, water flowing up like streams. Fish swam through walls, seaweed danced. The conch song echoed. She was under the river, heading to the sea, to the coral palace, to the queen. Amaka emerged in a vast underwater canyon. Coral towers glowed, kelp bridges swayed. Fish danced, jellyfish shone like stars. The coral palace stood tall, pulsing like a heart. Mermen in shell armor swam to her, tridents pointed. You're the land girl, one said. You carry the queen's pain. I come for my child, Amaka said. The leader nodded. Come, but you're not welcome. I won't let anyone hurt my baby, Amaka said, chin high. Even the queen? Even then, the palace doors opened like a sigh. The throne room was huge. pillars like sea snakes, walls shimmered with shells and scales. Queen Adaze sat on a bone throne, pearls big as mangoes. Her skin was blue-black, hair floating with golden shells. Her eyes were silver, sharp as knives. "You dare enter my kingdom?" she said, voice like thunder. Amaka bowed. "I'm Amaka of Okazi. Your son's gift led me." Adaze gripped her staff. "My son broke our laws. Years ago, I lost my daughter to the land. She loved a fisherman. They killed her. Now another child. Another danger." Amaka stepped forward. "You know pain, my queen. So do I. I didn't know Chike was a merman. I just loved him. That's not a curse." The court whispered. A fish spirit sneered. A land child with sea light. Wrong. A crab woman hissed. "She's dangerous. Show us this glow," Adaze said. Amaka pulled her wrapper. Her belly shone. Coral light warm and steady. The conch hummed. A voice echoed. "The child of tide and sand shall rise when love walks brave." The court gasped. The prophecy. An old merman sang. "The child of two worlds, to heal the rift, to mend war, fear, death." Adaze's jaw tightened. "I care for my people, not prophecies." Amaka's voice was firm. "Test me, judge me, but I won't leave my child." "What will you give for your child's life?" Adaze asked. Amaka paused, trembling. "My happiest memory." The court gasped. "What memory?" Adaze asked. "The night I danced with Chike," Amaka said. "The night I was free." Adaze raised her staff. A blue light touched Amaka's head. Amaka fell, seeing Chike smile. The drums, the stars, then nothing. The memory was gone. She cried, not knowing why. The conch fell silent. "The child may live," Adaze said, softer. "But the world won't be kind. I never wanted easy," Amaka whispered. "Just a chance." Amaka was led to the shell haven, a tower like a snail's shell. It glowed, humming like a lullaby. Inside, a moss bed floated over warm water. Shelves held glowing fruits and starry jars. "This is your home," said Izin, a mermaiden with pearl skin. "I serve the queen, but I'm a mother. I'll help you." Amaka nodded. "Thank you. Time moves slow here," Izin said. 9 moons pass like a song." Amaka touched her belly. "Is my baby okay?" Izin smiled. "Strong. The light's a sign, not a sickness." "A sign of what?" "A bridge," Izin said. "Between worlds." Amaka's dreams were strange. She saw a dry land, people begging for water. Her child, Ninika, glowed, bringing springs. Then, Adaze, young, crying as her daughter was taken. Finally, Ninika, older, uniting fish and birds, sea and trees. Amaka woke, tears wet. "You must prepare," a voice whispered. The sea was restless. The shell haven pulsed with colors. Amaka was ready. Izin wrapped sea moss around her. "The time's here," she said. Amaka floated in the birthing pool, her belly a sunrise. Sea creatures gathered, watching. Izin chanted, "Let the sea hear, let the spirit bloom." Pain came, sharp but kind. The conch sang, lights flared. With a final push, silence, then a cry. Half human, half sea. Izin caught the baby. A girl. She shines. Ninika floated to Amaka, her eyes gold, fins fluttering. The conch played. The water danced. Every shell in the palace hummed. Adaze felt it. The tide has turned. News spread. The child of land and sea is born. She glows. The prophecy is true. Adaze called her council. She must be Named, one said. Amaka, weak but strong, held Nika. "Her name is Nika," she said. "It means mother is supreme in my tongue." Ninika blinked, and the conch sang. The song reached deep, waking something dark. In a black trench, a shadow steered Malu, a banished spirit. Its eyes glowed red. "The child is here," it hissed. "The prophecy lives." That night, the palace slept, but in the deepest tunnels, Malu moved. half spirit, half coral. His eyes flamed with rage and sorrow. He was banished for believing in the prophecy. Now, he was back. In the shell haven, Amaka held Ningaka, the conch humming. Izin entered. Something's coming, Amaka said. The water coldened. The conch clanged. The door opened. Malu floated in, kelp trailing. Izin stepped forward. You're not welcome. Malu's voice was calm. I'm here, shell weaver. He looked at Ningaka. She sees. The conch sang. Malu paused. I'm Malu Tideseer, keeper of the prophecy, he said. He showed a cracked shell crown. This is hers, for the child who heals. Izin frowned. The queen will never allow this. Then she must remember, Malu said. Ningaka touched the crown. It flared gold. The sea changed. Waves rose. Currents twisted. Adaze felt it. The crown sings. She sent scouts. Find Malu. Bring the relic. Malu turned to leave. Others will come. Not all are kind. Why do you care? Amaka asked. I was born of two worlds, Malu said. No one helped me. He vanished like shadow. The palace buzzed. The trial of the tide was ready. An ancient test to judge a child's soul. To Adaze it was law. To Amaka it was war. In the arena, a whirlpool spun. Glowing green, Adaze stood tall. Amaka, your child faces the first trial. The whirlpool. If Neka's soul is strong, she'll pass. If she fails, her voice faded. A warning. Amaka held Neka tight. The water rose, pulling at her legs. The whirlpool rode, waves crashing. Neka's eyes shone. She reached out, her glow brighter. The whirlpool stilled. Adaze's voice echoed. She passes the first. Amaka breathed. What's next? The trial of the deep, Adaze said. The abyss. Neka must face her courage. The abyss was black, silent. No fish, no light, just shadows. Amaka's heart pounded, but Neka's glow stayed. You walk alone, Adaze said. Neka guides. How can she? Amaka cried. She's chosen, Azine whispered. Neka floated forward, her glow a star. The water swirled, a voice booming. Turn back, child of tides. Amaka clutched Neka. I won't let you take her. Neka's glow brightened. The voice softened. A serpent, Kaima, rose, eyes blazing. Nese reached out, her light calming it. Kaima bowed, revealing a path. She passes, Azine said. She's brave. In a huge cavern, an altar stood, a blue crystal glowing. Nese crowded to it, her light matching. The sea spoke. The final trial is your heart. Will you heal or destroy? Nietzsche touched the crystal. Visions came. A stormy sea, Chike shouting. Choose one. A calm ocean. Adaze saying, you decide. Chike on a beach, smiling. Heal with love. Nietzsche's glow steadied. I choose both, she said. I'm sea and earth. I'll heal. Kaima rumbled. She chooses balance. She's the bridge. The sea roared. Nietzsche, you'll guide us. Chike appeared, eyes wet. Amaka, I'm here. Amaka cried. You came. Ningaka reached for him, cooing. Chike gave her a conch harp, for the one who unites. It sang, binding them. Adaze stepped in. You're late, Chike. She's our daughter, Chike said. She's dangerous, Adaze warned. Her power can break us. Ningaka held the harp high. I'll unite sea and land. The sea listened. Adaze spoke. Take her to the chamber of tides. She'll face her power. The chamber was deep, walls alive, a mirror pool shone. Neka touched it. Visions flashed. A sea crashing. Chike torn away. Adaze saying, the sea's unforgiving. Chike on a beach. Heal with love. I understand, Neka said. The rifts in US. I'll heal with love. The sea roared. The pool calmed. Ningaka raised the harp. I won't choose. I'll unite sea and land with love. The sea swirled, dancing with her song. A voice asked, what's your sacrifice? I'll share my happiest memory, Ningaka said, of Papa's smile. So all understand love. The harp sang, showing Chike's smile. The sea and land danced, waves calm, wind soft, the rift healed. Ninaka's light steadied. We did it, Amaka said. You healed us, Chike said. They returned to Okazi. Villagers gathered, no longer afraid. Netika spoke. Sea and land are one, we must live together. Months passed, villagers learned the sea's ways. Fishermen took only enough. Farmers shared with the ocean. Netika's harp sang, uniting all. At a festival, under stars, Okazi danced. Netika, Amaka, and Chike watched. We healed it, Netika said. Love did, Amaka said. Balance will, Chike added. Netika's child laughed, the sea whispering. The rift was gone. This story teaches that love heals. No matter how big the fight, understanding and sacrifice can fix it. True peace comes from working together, not picking sides. When we listen and love, we can mend anything. Thank you for watching. Tell us in the comments what you loved. Like, share, and subscribe for more stories. See you tomorrow with another tale.